Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Conversations with Sakina and the snapshot reading for November 2024 to find out what may be going on for you. This time we are going to do something a little different. I'm going to use the Feng Shui Bagua, hope I said that right, and use the 9 categories that it offers and pull one card for each category for you. So, first category here is about wealth and abundance. What is going on for Virgo in the wealth and abundance areas? All right. We have the Ace of Cups. Well, it looks as though intuitively anything is possible in the in the wealth and abundance area. I feel like this is saying feel emotionally strong because, well, anything can happen here. And this is not saying that you're going to win the lottery necessarily. You could, I suppose, but it's not saying that you're going to gain, a huge amount of money in the month of November. I don't know that, of course. But this is saying keep your options open. And one thing that can help with both the wealth and the abundance area is if you start a practice of being very grateful and thankful for everything that you have, for the roof over your head, for the food in your stomach, for the people in your life, for your job, for just be thankful for all of those things. They all create wealth, okay? And when the universe sees you doing that, they begin to reciprocate that with more to be grateful for, more to be thankful for. And before you know it, you're looking at a life that has only things to be thankful and grateful for. So that is the Ace of Cups for so that is the Ace of Cups for wealth and abundance for you, Virgo. So let's take a look at fame and reputation. All right, we have the 6 of Coins. So it looks like this particular card is saying in the month of November, and probably already, you are known to be a very fair person. And the energy exchange that you give isn't one of, you don't do anything for free for anybody because you want to make sure that they keep their dignity. So they pay you money and you give them something very valuable in return, or something that you've put your own heart and soul and energy into. It's always a fair exchange, and people know that when they deal with you. They know that it's going to be a wonderful, fair exchange. And if you're not already doing this, this is something that you, starting in November, that you will become known for, is the fair individual that you are and the wonderful products or classes or whatever it is that you do. For the money, they are more than worth it. That's how people will know you. And, well, I might as well do that because I've been splitting the deck, shuffling and splitting the deck, but this one wanted to come. So this is love and marriage. And if you're single, well, we'll cover that and married people. So the 10 of Swords. Okay, this is normally a card of mental completion, or at least it is for me. Communication that is complete. And in the marriage department, this card doesn't look very promising, right? But when you look at it from the aspect of being the 10, okay, it may look as though, okay, I've just had enough. I think I've had enough. And for some people, maybe that is for the month of November. But it is possible, too, that this card takes you to the Ace of Swords, which is nothing is impossible. Any idea that you come up with has fantastic potential. Communication is amazing, okay? There is no stopping communication. And if you are a married person, this could definitely, show a divorce, but a starting over also. Or it could show that you were having marital issues, but you've worked them out now, and life is going to be amazing in November, okay? As a single person, you may be newly single, okay? Which appears very intimidating right now. But again, the ace comes, and in November, the ace is saying, wow, the potential here is incredible, okay? And this is a card of strength. So whatever it is that you're going through in the month of November for single or married people, always remember the ace comes next. And the ace is what is full of potential in ideas and communication and beliefs and so many things. So just be prepared for that. Okay, so the next category is family. And this is going to be physical family or past loved ones and ancestors. All right. So we have the 5 of coins here, and this is the 5 of pentacles. And I'm feeling like perhaps in November, family is going to be kind of few and far between. In other words, maybe you are having to move somewhere, or maybe they've had to move somewhere, or you're just not able to see them or speak to them for some reason. They're going to be few and far between. For others, it could mean that someone does pass away. And that can be very, very hard also. But always the 5 moves to the 6, and they're right there. Always the 5 moves to the 6, which means harmony after the 5. Something good is going to come of either one of these scenarios. And if it is something different for you that has to do with family, always go with your gut with these readings. Always go with your gut and say, well, I wonder if it could be this. Yes, it could, if that's what came to mind for you. All right, so next we're going into health and well-being, and keeping in mind that I'm not a doctor, but if you are having any mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual issues that concern you, please see a medical professional. So let's see the energy that the cards are giving for health and well-being. We have the 7 of Swords. Here I believe that this card is saying you have a very healthy foundation, okay? Very healthy foundation. And if you believe that there's something wrong with you, okay, go ahead and get, medical help or a medical opinion. But this card is saying, don't take that first opinion at face value. Get a second opinion, third opinion if you choose. But things are not always as they seem. So I feel like this is saying sometimes there's a very simple fix to something that's going on with you, but maybe, for money purposes or whatever, the medical professional is steering you the wrong way. So this card is just saying where your health is concerned, you have a great foundation. But if you feel like there's something not quite right, go, but get all the facts, okay? Don't just believe blindly. Make sure you get all the facts and are clear on everything. All right, so next is children and creativity. And if you don't have children, we will cover that too. All right, Virgo, children and creativity. We have the 2 of Swords. Okay, where children are concerned, I feel like you have a decision to make where the children are concerned, where communicating with the children are concerned. You're trying to find a way, coming up with a way to be more clear, okay, with your communication with your children in November. Where creativity is concerned, I feel like you have multiple ideas that you're kind of bouncing back and forth, and you're trying to come up with the one that you feel serves you the best, okay? You're trying to figure out which one, but things are not super clear. However, the cards are saying you have to make a choice here, otherwise you can't move on to the Three of Swords where action takes place. It'll just stay in the idea phase and never get anywhere. So this decision for the creativity part of things is needed. All right, so next we've got knowledge and skills, Virgo. Knowledge and skills. All right. Judgment. Okay, the Judgment card to me is the card that is a calling. You are being called to something specific, okay? Each one of you, depending on your life experiences, it will be different. But in November, where your knowledge and skills are concerned, you are going to be called to do something specific. And it wants you to take this seriously, okay? This is not something that is going to be a waste of your time. It is something that is going to be a good experience for you. Okay, so moving on to career and life path. We have the Queen of Swords. So in November, Virgo, with this Queen of Swords, I feel as though you are very much in demand, I think. There is something about how you speak that, or maybe even write, that you're being asked to bring forth, okay? So we're in career and life path. So I feel like you're being called, okay, to put these skills forward, to perhaps do a blog, or maybe be a public speaker, or write a book, or something like that. But part of this is because you are such an honest, straightforward individual. Something that there's no beating around the bush with you. You tell it like it is. And that is what is appealing to whoever is going to need you for this. It could be just yourself. Maybe you want to share things and, on a blog or something like that. But November has to do with some talent you have in the communication or writing area that is going to be considered a career and is part of your life path. Okay, so last category here is travel and helpful people. And helpful people meaning mentors and business partners, things like that. All right, so let's see what it is, Virgo. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles here. This Queen of Pentacles, well, first of all, she isn't traveling, okay? She is sitting still and only shows one coin. So I'm going to say no, she is not going to be traveling in the month of November. As for helpful people, she is somebody who is very nurturing and caring and has pretty much done that all her life. Okay, it is something that she is very good at. She's served people or is serving people. And this person may be very helpful, and it could be you too, but this person may be very helpful in, as we have the two queens here, okay, and we have the calling, may be very helpful in whatever you are supposed to be doing here. Maybe this is kind of the softer side of the Queen of Swords, or the more practical, maybe I should say the more practical side. The Queen of Swords is very out there with the truth, says it like it is, tells whatever's on their mind kind of thing. And the Queen of Coins or Queen of Pentacles is more practical and might actually understand how to get whatever this is off the ground, okay? And would care enough to help you. So if that is not a side of you, Virgo, then it is a person you may very well meet in November that can help you get whatever this is for your career and life path off the ground. Okay, so Virgo, that is what we have for the month of November 2024. Let's see what happens with it. Until next time, take care.